The movie The Skin I Live In. Now, first off, look at this poster. Look at this movie poster. That's fucking terrifying. That shit is terrifying. Look at that fucking face. It's terrifying. Yeah. Anyways, everything about this movie is fucked up. It's just one big what the fuck. The whole plot, the whole premise, everything that happens in it is just all kinds of fuck. All kinds of fucked up. But yeah. First off, let's start out at the beginning. It starts with sexual assault. Ain't that great? Yeah. A young guy attempts to sexually assault a young lady and ends up knocking her to the ground and knocking her unconscious, and then he runs away, and later on her father, who is played by Antonio Banderas of all people, yeah, ends up finding her on the ground right after it happened, and yeah, that's not traumatizing at all, is it? But yeah, obviously he's distraught and angry and everything. But yeah, and even later, the young lady not being able to handle or deal with what happened to her, or live with what happened to her, you know, all the trauma and everything behind it, not being able to live or handle it anymore, she ends up killing herself. And yeah, and that just sends her father, who from now on I'm going to be calling the doctor, because basically he's a doctor in the movie, so yeah, it ends up sending him spiraling into insanity. And yeah, he goes basically bonkers and insane, and he ends up going after and kidnapping the young guy who did that to his daughter. And and it ended up making her basically kill herself. Yeah. He kidnaps him, and not just kidnapping. No. It would be fucked up, but it wouldn't be that fucked up if it was just a kidnapping and held him hostage or held him in captivity or whatever. No. He does something really fucked up. He gives this guy, this young guy, a very unwanted gender reassignment surgery. Yeah. Yeah. And that's just, I don't know, that's fucked up. But yeah. And then later on, the doctor ends up keeping them in captivity in his own house, inside a locked room, basically. And yeah. And also, even later, over time, the doctor weirdly starts falling in love and developing a weird love obsession with the captive. Mainly because they now look like the doctor's dead wife. Yeah. So that happens, and while that's also happening, the doctor also multiple times basically sexually assaults the captive. Yeah. And yeah. And then even later, more fucked up things happen. Weird fucked up things happen, like one involving a weird drug dealer guy or whatever, dressed up as a fucking tiger, And I don't know what the fuck that was. And that same guy ends up also trying to sexually assault the captive too. Which, yeah, this fucking movie seems to love fucking sexual assault for some reason. It can't get enough of it. But, yeah. And it just, yeah, that happens. And, yeah. Eventually, the captive is able to break free and escape from the doctor, and also they end up killing the doctor too, and yeah, and then they end up escaping and leaving to their parents' house, and yeah, then they try to explain to their parents who they are, because obviously they look like a completely different person now, so they're trying to explain that I'm your son, you know. And yeah, that's kind of shocking and everything to them. And yeah. And after I watched this, I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? What the actual fuck did I just watch? What the fuck was this movie? I still don't know what the fuck this movie was. It still fucking baffles me and fucking traumatizes me thinking about it. Or revisiting it. And it's just, yeah. It's just fucked up. All kinds of fucked up. Like, lots of fucking sexual assault. A forced gender reassignment surgery on someone. And it's just, and lots of other weird shit that I didn't really mention per se. You know, the fucking furry shit, and then there's the, yeah. It's just weird and fucked up, and what the fuck. There's all kinds of levels of what the fuck. And also, why the fuck was Antonio Banderas in this fucking movie? Like, why was he in this movie? Like, before I seen this movie, the only thing I ever knew him from was Zorro and Spy Kids. In the Spy Kids movies. It's just like, why the fuck was he in this fucked up movie? I don't know. But, yeah, this movie was this one big traumatizing what the fuck. And, yeah.